Today we're gonna make a cocktail that's like, imagine a Midori sour with Christmas notes, but it just isn't good enough if you don't light it on fire. Welcome to Comment Cocktails. I am your host, Derrick Schommer. That, my friends, that's Ian Andrews right there.
Yeah.
Go on, stick short nar.
Fidgety Andrews.
Fidgety Andrews. We're going to make for you a cocktail called the Flaming Green Dragon.
And we're making it thanks to Alan Joyce, who was our producer today.
Right here. I believe Alan's, if I remember, isn't he a product manager or something for YouTube Gaming?
That sounds very familiar.
Alan. Remember? Alan.
Alan.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe his name's Steve. Steve.
I linked that on Facebook after a while.
Nice. So Flaming Green Dragon.
Yep.
Half-ounce Crown Royal apple.
Which is why I actually bought that, even though we used it last week, and there's a lot missing.
There
Well,
is.
because we started drinking.
That's what happens when people come over and want to party. 3/4 ounce cinnamon whiskey. We're using Jeremiah weed.
Yeah.
Which is good.
We enjoyed it.
They
It's like the Red
requested
Hots.
Jack Daniels and I Fire, and I was
gave it
like,
away.
no.
No. An ounce of sour apple pucker
You
rubber.
can go puckle if you're from another country.
An ounce of Midori. 2 ounces of sour mix that you're gonna make.
Yep.
1 ounce of Pina Colada mix, which is gonna
I'm
be
gonna make.
half Coco Real and half.
You
pineapple
can
juice.
buy, if you have Pina Colada mix on hand, but
And a 151 float. We're using Hamilton 151 because we like it.
and my simple syrup here, my Eli Mason's available at OzDrinks.com, will be
Yes.
used in the making of the sour mix.
Yes.
The Hamilton is up to you. I would go Hamilton, but you probably don't have Hamilton. If you don't have Hamilton, use Bacardi 151 because you probably have that instead.
There are other 151s you can
There's
use.
no glasses that I just care.
Just bought those. If you don't have that, El Dorado, Lemon Heart, I wouldn't
Lemon
use your
Heart.
Lemon Heart for this though, because
You're not gonna be able to get it.
Yeah, so
Save
put
your Lemon Heart.
off to the side for just tiki cocktails. I call for it.
Yes.
I'm gonna make this right now.
That's gonna be a
This is
short
really-
supply type thing.
Cluttered, like we have a lot. This is a recipe, if I ever saw it. I had more room, but I didn't have my
I'm glad you got a nice big
Christmas.
bar. Let's say that.
Christmas. I'm listening to work. My Christmas tree here.
Your toilet brush.
Toilet
Christmas
brush Christmas tree. That's how I roll. Every year I've had the toilet brush Christmas tree, so I figured why would I could totally up my game.
But why?
But why
You got a
would I
nice
do
big ass Christmas tree upstairs.
Right, so I want to make sure
It's
that I
11
don't
feet
have-
tall.
Ian can attest to that.
Drag the damn thing up the porch.
I think that's the third one I've helped you guys
Yeah, I
with.
think so.
That sounds about right.
I think ever since the first time you felt there, he's like, "Oh, this is so much easier on me. Let's get Ian to help again."
The third.
Well, it's funny because like we didn't really talk for like years. And it's
Yeah.
not
That's true.
that we had anything
No,
against each other, but
no,
we
yeah,
had
right.
lives. You know what I mean?
Seriously, I
And then we
thought
came
that.
back together at some point.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this. I was sometimes when when you should be sleeping but you're awake and your mind's just racing and you're thinking of stuff. I thought, and I'm like, when did Ian get on the show? I'm like, you know what? I don't think I talked to Ian prior to that episode for like 3 years.
It's funny, yeah.
And I'm like, and then because I was thinking in my head, what were we doing before the show? Nothing.
Yeah.
We weren't really doing anything.
Right. Well, I mean, you were working. Jen was working.
Yeah.
We had lives. You had a couple apartments.
You had apartments.
So the time- yeah,
I
the
mean,
time-
we talk every now and then. But yeah.
The timeline of things is, you guys graduated, you got the house. I graduated, you guys put me up for like a year plus
Right.
while I got on my feet, which was awesome. And then I moved out, and then we didn't
Yeah,
really.
kids.
You guys had kids right around the time I moved out,
Yeah.
and we didn't really communicate for a while just because life got in the way.
Right.
And I had a couple of houses, and then Liam got
like-
sick, and you had like a barbecue
Right.
when he was getting better, and
Yeah.
I came over, and it's like we really hooked up.
And we're only 3 minutes down the road.
We've been like a long jog away from each other this
Yeah.
whole time. But hey, I think that's the thing about good friends. You can go a long
Yeah.
time without seeing each other and pick up like you never.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what we did.
Yeah. I'm the same way with my buddy Dr. Plummer there. I mean, we can go for months and months and months without talking, and we pick up like nothing ever
Yeah.
happened. And I like that about good friendships.
Now, I'm paying homage to the original episodes here. I'm going to make a Pina Colada mix. And my Pina Colada mix is going to literally be, it's not necessarily healthy for you because it's using
Coco Real.
Coco Real. And that's
That's
not,
probably better than the store's pina colada.
no.
mix.
How much Pina Colada mix are we really looking for here? We're looking for an ounce of Pina Colada.
I don't know where
so I
any
can
of
do
this
it
stuff comes from. The sour. Well, we'll keep this out
down
right
here.
now. We'll keep this out right now.
So I'm going to do a ½ ounce of the Coco Real. I don't sell this anymore at OzDrinks.com because I just got sick of it sitting around. People would buy it, but it expires after a couple of years, and I don't like to keep it too long.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't really expire, it's just
It's sugar.
I don't sell things that are
The
expired.
thing is, it could mold is the problem, right? And
Right. You'll know.
Sugars. You'll know.
That's usually the indicator. If you're like, I don't know if this is bad or not. If you see green floaties in your product, and believe it or not, I've seen it happen with some BG rentals when the caps or seals broke, and then they get shipped in, and it looks like they have little mint floating inside. That's how you know it's not good.
So good.
Ah, crap. Screensaver. Be right back.
You on top of that?
Yeah. And this, so what I was attempting to say, but interrupt myself all the time, is my Pina Colada mix. If you think about what a Pina Colada really is, if you just buy a mix, it's coconut and pineapple.
Oh, whoops, we need that, don't we?
So I took pineapple and I took coconut and I just put them together. And I'm going to guess, I'm not even going to have to taste it.
Of that.
I hope you're going to get an ounce out of here.
Boom. That's about an ounce.
You want more?
Yeah, you get more.
I bet you I do. Oh yeah, let me just shake it off right into your
Shake that extra
hand.
little bit out of the tip there. We're good to go. This is going to be a freaking awesome drink, if I had to guess.
Yeah. It's even got that nice oily...
It's got the lime and the coconut. We're going to mix it all up.
This was down here someplace.
Where be the Hamilton, man? We got to float that stuff.
Oh, yeah! You got the Midori in there, right?
Yeah.
What are we going to float this with?
Let me grab
What are you thinking?
boys here. Is this, that's not the string, right?
That is not a
No,
string.
our string disappeared ever since.
It's in one of these tiles if you want to go dig
Should
it.
we,
Curtis hid
we
it
should
in a
ice
towel.
this, huh? Since it's rocks glass.
Yep. Who needs ice tongs? So you got your fingers.
I got ice tongs. They came attached.
Wow. That's awesome.
Whoa, interesting color.
I know, right? The Midori.
Yeah.
Should be green.
I
Fish.
don't know if I call
Greenish.
that green.
Alright, so we're supposed to light this
Put it
on
on the
fire.
ice. Yeah. There you
I don't think it's going to light on fire.
What?
I don't think it's going to light on fire.
I think you're wrong.
The ice is going to break the plane. Oh, no, it is sitting really nice. Here, you do this. I'll,
I get to do this.
is it lit? Telling you.
No.
You don't hear that?
Yeah, it is lit. It is. I can see it.
I think it is.
Yeah, no, that sucker. It's burning off the foam from the pineapple.
Alright, what do you want in your picture? You want that cutting board in your picture?
I prefer not to have the cutting board in the picture. I don't know what I'm gonna
You
do
go
with
to
it.
Hamilton, though.
There's no room here for anything at all.
Good?
Yes! Do that up! I want to see some fire! Fire! Anyway,
Yeah, that was good.
it's always good for show.
Ooh, that's gonna burn my arm hair off. My.
Still, you want to put that out.
You think? Right now?
Yes.
What's really cool is we got the pineapple foam, and we got the 151. You can hear the pineapple foam just kind of crackling as it burns.
That is cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Slightly scary. Aww.
Oh, we can fix that.
No, no! Oh wow, that's fast.
Go ahead.
You can't light it on
Go
fire.
ahead.
It's already lit. We're gonna play this. This is what we're doing now.
This is the game.
Oh crap.
Really?
Anyway, the good thing about burning the foam is because you can't tell it's even lit.
I know.
But you hear the
yeah.
crackling.
What's actually really cool is that the top has the 151 on it, which is kind of dark. And if you look down into the ice, which breaks the plane of the 151, you see the greenness. So, I mean, you can see it from the side. You see the 151 sitting on the side. But when you look down, it's kind of neat
reflecting
because
the green through.
it's a different color on the ice because it's passing the
It looks
151.
like a cartoon with green eyeglasses.
That
does.
camera may be catching it, so.
The camera may be catching it.
The other.
Caught it now!
Let's put this in our face holes.
This is gonna be.
Tell me if it's warm.
Epic.
Tell me if it's cool
Dude.
enough.
They,
Guess who's home?
oh! Dude, smell that!
Ooh.
I know! It smells like candy!
It does.
Because we cooked the 151, which is a Demerara. Let's have some in here.
Are we looking for a Demerara simple?
Yeah, like this. Yeah, Demerara syrup. So this is a Demerara syrup, right, Eli Mason? So
Which is basically the Demerara sugar, which is the unwashed, the molasses.
yeah. So
sugar, yeah.
it's like taking the part that everybody takes out of the sugar.
Yes, and putting it back in.
Back in. It's like
because it has
genius,
flavor. Yeah.
right? They're like, oh, let's remove all the flavor. Why would you want to do that? So you can, if you don't want to buy a Demerara syrup, that's totally up to you.
I make my own.
Right, you can make your own. Just get some turbinado sugar.
Yeah.
You can get Demerara sugar, or you could get
get right in the sugar aisle.
What's that other one? Oh, sugar in the raw.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
what I
It's the
usually
same
make.
stuff. Turbinado, Demerara. Yeah.
So
sugar
when
in the
they
raw is
say
like a
wash,
brand. Yeah.
like washed Demerara or turbinado, those are the two that you typically see.
Yeah.
And you just boil it down like you would any simple syrup. You've got yourself a Demerara.
You know what I do instead of boiling, because boiling changes the
do it cold?
the water content. I take remember we did that specific gravity episode where I had the scale. I have a little scale I got for $20, kitchen scale, really good accuracy. I'll measure like half a kilogram of sugar or half a pound of sugar and
you're
half
doing
a
it by
pound of
weight?
water. I do it by weight, and then I mix it up in my Ninja, because when you boil, you're boiling off water at the same time. So you're changing your ratio.
Bricks, right?
Yeah, so you change the bricks a little bit. So I weigh it out, I mix it in the blender, which chops it up into small parts, and I throw it in the fridge, and it takes
sit.
it takes no time. I mean, it
just
comes
cold.
off cloudy, but it takes no time for it to blend, and it comes out clear.
So then, how about?
But then it's consistent every time. You know what I mean?
How about? Do you have a bricks meter, or is that your
I
next
don't.
step?
Maybe I will.
Maybe he needs a bricks meter for Christmas people.
I do have I have a hydrometer from brewing, but that's not very accurate, as we found.
You're gonna get a.
You know what I could do?
You're gonna get a.
I could just measure specific gravity, like we've done on the show, like on that episode. I could measure.
Yeah, but you're not
specific
gonna.
gravity with
But the
scale.
bricks isn't gonna. The bricks is a different
Sugar
measure.
content.
I mean, but when you look at bricks, you're measuring it against the standardized bricks levels, I think, right? So
Right.
if you know what bricks is for simple syrup, you know how close you are to the
Right.
real number. Where if you're using specific gravity,
You can get specific gravity of a 1-on-1 simple syrup, just like any
yeah, you'd
other
have to
alcohol.
go and get it.
Yeah, you just have to know what it is.
I would just feel more comfortable knowing what the bricks is, and then doing the gravity, and then basing everything off gravity from there forward if you wanted to.
That's a really good drink.
The
Either
top
way.
makes it.
As long as I'm consistent with my
Yeah,
syrup. that's all I'm
consistency is the
concerned
only thing you really need.
with. Yeah, that's good.
I'm just afraid that our awesome 151 might make it better.
I think the Hamilton might make it better.
I think it's making
this
it better.
might not make it upstairs
This is
as a glass with something in it.
It probably won't.
No.
All those ingredients.
This is a Midori sour for the holidays.
It is. The cinnamon comes out a little bit from the Jeremiah weed, but not like kicking you in the teeth.
The flavor.
Jeremiah wheat is really good.
The apple.
There is a bit of apple.
The apple, the Midori, and the
the pucker.
spices playing in there. Then the acidity from the actual natural sour mix. Don't use high fructose corn syrup off the
No.
bottle.
Always
sour
make
mix.
your own. It's so easy.
Right.
So
If
easy.
you learn one thing from our show, besides being stupid, use fresh ingredients when you can.
Always,
There's times where you can't. Then there's times where you can. Orange juice can be a pain.
It can be.
But it changes the sugar ratios.
Yeah. And
Again,
we've-
first level.
We've done this with drinks time and time again. I think where we've used we've done side by sides, especially that tiki one with the cranberries, where we used cranberry juice versus freshly squeezed cranberries, and it makes a completely different drink.
Color is completely different.
Color was different. Yeah.
Question of the day.
Question
You
of the day.
totally see the coconut.
What's your best definition of vacation?
Ooh, my best definition of vacation.
Can I say it with Liam here? No.
You know what that is. No, I think that for me, it's oddly, and I don't. It's weird that I would say this is vacation, but there's two different types of vacation modes for me. There's a vacation mode where I'm just not doing my actual 40-hour work week,
Right.
because I think I could do this full time and it wouldn't be working to me.
Right.
But regardless of what I do, and I'll get there. But that is one vacation. The other one is when we go to like Cancun, my internet doesn't work. Like nothing is there, and you're required to just not be plugged into anything. And literally just, I don't care if it's the beach. We've been to see the pyramids in the like 100 bazillion degree weather. It's still like you're totally disconnected from everything. So after a week goes by, you're recharged and you can plug back in and it's all like new again. And you get a whole nother year worth of burning the midnight oil.
I think the same thing. I mean, there's two different vacations. There's relaxing vacations and there's adventuring vacations. There's people who like to go do things and see things.
That's kind of what we do.
And I enjoy that, but
Staycations for
you can combine them. Like I go on a fishing trip every year where it's in the middle of Maine, same thing. You're shut off, no communication, and it's awesome.
You just there with buddies or whatever.
I've also gone to Tortola a couple times, and that's like the best of both worlds because it's so relaxing.
You're still
but
disconnected.
There's also you're disconnected. I don't have service down in the Virgin Islands, the BVI, but it's like it's so nice because it's gorgeous. First
That
of
always
all,
helps.
plus there's stuff to do. I mean, you can go exploring in the islands and everything.
fish
It's a really good
sucks.
time. I'm not a fisher.
People who go fishing, I would say 90% of the people who fish. This is the second question today.
Yeah.
Do you go fishing to fish, or do you go fishing to not be at home? Like just hanging out with the guys, drinking back the beers. And...
When I say fishing trip, I mean it's a drinking trip.
Yeah, it's an excuse.
We buy
Same with
fireworks,
hunting.
we cook, we go out on the lake. We don't really cast a line or anything.
I know whenever I see anybody go hunting, they spend more time drinking. It's just another ing.
Yeah.
So
enjoy your ings.
what do you do when you go
favorite
fishing and hunting or whatever recreationing? And then what do you consider a vacation to you? Define it. Write it in the comments because we're just not getting enough comments, and it hurts my inner child and my outer child.
I've seen his outer child cry before, and it's not a pretty sight.
No, it's not. And it involves tears and emojis. It's just bad.
Yeah, you don't want to see Derrick emotional. It's just not right.
No.
He's better than how he is now.
Yeah. I seek help every
We'll save the emotion for the young.
I'm having some strong emotions out of what I'm seeing
children
over there.
he has, yeah.
When your son pulls up his pants to his nipples
And then shows off his buttocks.
and then turns around to try and show off
Some strangeness.
I can even show you some photos because I have them on my phone of him doing that. I set it as my desktop. Interesting, right?
Weird.
It is.
He's like a red shirt.
Yeah.
He's expendable.
All right, we're done. You can go to Austin Drinks, get some white old fashioned
Yeah,
buses.
sorry. And also your shakers and your strainers and
You
whatnot.
can get Rich Demerara syrup or any syrup there. Just type syrup, just come
bitters.
back with tons of stuff.
And if you want to help support the show,
Patreon.
help support all the builds, you can go to patreon.com/CMC or go to everydaydrinkers.com/donate if you want to do a one-time donation.
Right. Either case, we'll pimp your name out.
Value added, go to everydaydrinkers.com/newsletter, sign up for the newsletter that Derrick puts out.
You could do that
It's
too.
interesting
I'll
stuff.
probably get to write one this month or maybe in the beginning of next month.
Yeah, it's Christmas.
We're done! We're teaching you how to drink! Oh, you're going to try and be all cool.
You know the great thing is? The
What
ice
is the great
thing?
Big chunks of ice.
Well, mine's got little chunks.
Did you break your ice?
I'm just saying little chunks, so you said big chunks.
Okay.
Oh!
Gosh.
Missed